Well, 2 years ago, the hit comedy Neighbors featured Seth Rogen playing a new dad who was battling a fraternity that had moved in next door, led by Zac Efron. But in the upcoming sequel, Seth and Zac try to move on, while a new sorority tries to move in.
Okay, so the sorority is led by Shelby, played by Chloë, Grace Moretz, who explains why starting their own sorority is so important.
What's wrong with fraternity parties?
Okay, what is it?
I mean, we threw great parties here. Pimps and hoes, CEOs and corporate hoes, Boise boys and Idahos.
They're like super sexist. Every party is like themed hoe.
I mean, oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see your point.
Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you guys.
Did you have a late night last night at the Met?
I didn't. I actually left even before the weekend performed because I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up in the morning.
You look so beautiful. Tell us about what you wore. You're just a stunner.
Thank you. Well, I'm the face of Coach right now, so we got to make this beautiful couture gown, and we wanted to do kind of, you know, the theme was Ex Machina, like a machine versus man. So we wanted to do kind of like a retro theme with still a futuristic vibe. So we did
I loved it. I loved your gown. Was definitely it stood out on the carpet. Tell us about this role, though, as we see there is a little bit of a female empowerment message, as we saw just in that clip there too.
Definitely. Well, I mean, you know, it really just is a story about young women trying to stand up for what they believe in, and kind of coming from a place where, you know, when you're in high school, you don't deal with much sexism, you don't deal with much kind of regression or oppression in that sense, and then you're shoved into the college system where you're opened up to a whole new world of real life, and they're kind of faced with these decisions and all these rules and regulations, and as a lot of 19-year-old girls like to do, they want to push the system and create their own feminist sorority.
Cool.
And I love the first one. So this one, Zac Efron's character starts off on your side, and then you guys are kind of battling it out.
Exactly, yeah. We kind of try to get his advice because none of us have ever really dealt with gaining funds and having to pay for being in a sorority or being in a fraternity. And he tries to help us figure out how to allocate funds. That way we can actually keep our house.
Cool. How fun was it to be on this set? I mean, like Dylan said, we all love the first one, mostly because of the slapstick nature. the airbag prank. I want to do that one day in my life to someone. But nevertheless, your range from obviously more serious films, your brilliant roles, to this. How is that different for you?
It's exciting. You know, I try to kind of keep my versatility up. You know, I've been acting since I was 6 years old, and a big part of acting for me has always been trying new things and learning new things about myself. And so throwing myself into something as wild as Seth Rogen type improv was, you know, something I've never really done before. So it was raunchy, it was wild. I said a lot of things I never imagined I'd say on camera.
Okay, tell us one thing.
You'll just have to keep watching. There's a lot of stuff that goes.
Different camera, not for these cameras.
Yeah, this is later TV.
And you have 4 older brothers. Did that help you get into this whole frat mentality?
It definitely helped me embrace my fraternity side, but it's a lot of fun. My brothers, I think, are pretty shocked by some of the stuff I do in this movie. So
I would think so.
I got to ask you about it. I'm so excited about this new live-action version of The Little Mermaid that you've signed on to, apparently, which is incredible. How are they even going to do that?
I know, it's pretty wild. There's a lot of flippers and different strange prosthetics being put on me. No, it's very exciting. I'm doing a new Little Mermaid with Universal, so it's a revisionist tale. So based on the Hans Christian Andersen classic fairy tale, but we're doing a bit more of a modern kind of take on the femininity of it that is more progressive for women.
Is the music still the same, or?
I literally can't say anything. I'm so like lock and key.
In college, that was my movie, The Little Mermaid.
My whole life.
Little Mermaid.
I mean, growing up.
Do you want to sing?
No.
Not today. Okay, we'll save her from singing. Chloe, thank you. Neighbors 2 from our sister company, Universal. In theaters May 20th. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.